So we happened to be in the neighborhood, and some friends and colleagues of ours invited us in to stop at Edinburgh Manor.
On this case, the team returns to a familiar place.
So we were pulling up to Edinburgh for my first time ever.
And then this was built in 1910, 1911. And we have documented deaths that we've researched and found.
Just an 8-year standard.
Yeah, just like an 8-year standard, 70 plus?
Mm-hmm.
And then we know of actually one suicide in here. His mom and sister saw an arm come out from, maybe it was standing in the doorway.
It was like out of the
Yeah,
black.
it was crazy.
How's it feel to you?
Not feeling anything yet. Not yet.
Activity seems suppressed at first, but suddenly the gates open up.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
Heard a wheeze.
It was, yeah.
It was a wheeze or like a little scream.
I heard a scream. What did it say?
Chloride.
Chloride?
Chloride.
Yeah, there was something way down the hall.
Talking.
Something that was distant.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of voices that we did hear.
The activity it started to ramp up.
Think.
What was that?
I heard that.
Is it ongoing? I heard it.
It was like
Female. What?
Yeah.
Female.
There's a lot of disembodied voices in here tonight.
What are the results of an experiment?
So Eric actually did the human dowsing rods, so he uses his arms as the dowsing rods.
Human dowsing rods, I mean, I'm always in awe.
And it tripped me out.
Change the mood just a little bit.
I feel like I'm being pushed.
That's what it sounds like.
You're pointing towards me.
I'm just hanging out over there.
Meet again soon, hopefully.
Absolutely.
You're wanting to get that paranormal feel. That's the place to go.
I mean, every time is something new.
And then the team returns again under a public event setting.
Back to Edinburgh.
How does the activity respond with many personalities present?
I'd like to thank you for coming out tonight. Please be careful with our equipment. It's very expensive.
This is what the Six crew and a couple other teams have done is we hold these events for you guys to get that opportunity to investigate amazing places, amazing locations.
I worked here for about 1.5 years and seen and heard many things.
I'm Eric, with Paranormal Endeavor.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I just appreciate that Paranormal Endeavors, that you can make a call and they'll come and help you out, whether it's an emergency, whether if it's for friendship, but it's just an awesome opportunity to work with friends in the field.
Finally, an emotional departure at the end of a chapter.
Probably one of the hardest exit interviews I've had to do. In this chapter, there's an ending to more than one. I know both of us, this has been kind of a transition of sorts and go beyond just the separation of us in a relationship, but separation from the team.
Yeah, I gotta say I did enjoy my stay while it lasted.
was a place that I've heard of so much, and I wanted to see it, and I was like going, wow, this place, it's going to be, you know, yeah, you can just feel the energy off of it.
So we happen to be in the neighborhood, and some friends and colleagues of ours invited us in to stop at Edinburgh Manor.
Come on in.
Hey guys.
Hey.
It's been a while. How are you?
Good.
Josh.
Hi. Hi.
All right, so Edinburgh. This is the first time these two have been here, so it'll be, you know, a new adventure for them, a training exercise if anything, because she's never been in an active place at all, and Mary, well, you have, but definitely enjoyed this place. I'd say it's worth it. The Creeper, and then there's one that was a little different energy than him. That was kind of like more of the aggressor, like an angry man. There was a woman who was old and really cranky, didn't like people, she just wanted to be left alone. Some children occasionally. They didn't come out so much to the guys of the team, but to the female of the team. We even checked out the houses out back, and there's a few things out there too. It's just kind of the land, and over how many people have passed here? Do you know?
Well, in the first time it was here from 1850 to 1910.
Well, it was documented from 1850 to 1870.
Oh yeah.
And during that point, there was 80 plus
Yeah.
in a building that was just over here.
Yeah.
And they demolished that one in 1910. And then this was built in 1910, 1911. And we have documented deaths that we've researched and found.
Just an 8-year standard.
Yeah, just like an 8-year standard, what, 78 plus? And then we know of actually one suicide in here. A guy hanged himself from a door. Just right down this hallway actually, and the worker that was working here is still living and still talks about it, and he saw the body being carried out of the building.
So we were pulling up to Edinburgh for my first time ever. I thought it was quite an interesting building. I was expecting something a little bit bigger, but the overall ambiance of it was kind of creepy. So
we were greeted by Josh, Katie, and they showed us around. A lot of places I was very familiar with. I was just kind of keeping an eye on the reactions of Tori and Mary.
We've been getting some flashlight activity, you know, direct responses and whatnot, and we kept hearing banging in the hallways and different things, and all this, we just kept seeing a shadow in the doorframe, and also casting the shadow on the wall. We were like trying to make shadows ourselves to try and debunk it, that it wasn't one of us. But then we also figured none of us have an arm that is this big. Just have like a little part of his body or even just clothing was on the wall. And just bits by bits, it was all it was. And then his mom and sister saw an arm come out from it. Maybe it was standing in the doorway.
It was like out of the black.
It was
the creepiest
crazy.
thing I've ever
Just
seen.
like this door frame, it was like it was standing, it was like it's standing in the door frame and its clothes were kind of like this, and then all of a sudden you just saw this. And its arm had to have been about this thick. It was the craziest thing. I've seen shadow people before. I've seen, you know, apparitions, but this was so close to us and it was so distinctive. Because shadow people are quick. I mean, they're not standing there.
I don't think he's afraid of anybody.
No.
No, he's not.
He likes to get you.
Yeah.
I worked in a nursing home for a while.
Did you?
So, yeah.
This is definitely where R. Kelly, the Cardinal,
Yeah.
had issues entering this room.
I'm having issues entering like over here. This is creepy back here right now.
That's the tub that R. Carey was brave enough to lay in for a while by herself with a camera on her. Getting chills, I know.
I don't like this room. Does not
I
feel
just
good.
feel like I want to get into the bathtub for some reason.
Nation, it's never said that. I'm trying to remember the layout of this place. It is confusing sometimes. What's above us? What room? Do you remember? Anomalies. Above anomalies.
The above is the men's.
It's the men's side with what we call the rape room.
Rape room's like that end. Joker, we're back. Are you here?
it's like ominous in
There's a
here.
rubber chair.
Yeah. The inside, I wasn't really feeling it at first. We're just like, okay, you know, we're hearing stories about all these experiences that happened to him. I was amped for it, but I wasn't feeling it.
How does it feel to you?
Not feeling anything yet. Not yet. Watch, something insane's gonna happen to me and I'm gonna run out crying.
When you have that excitement,
The little stub on my legs.
Table. Oh, nice. I like that. Table.
Yeah.
Table. Let me put it here and read off of it anytime it says something. Because I need to ask that cranky old lady what she wants. And it all started.
he's probably like, wow, you came back.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I heard something.
Heard a wheeze.
It was, yeah.
It was a wheeze or like a little scream. Or
I heard a scream.
He's probably like, wow, you came back.
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I heard something. Doctor.
There was again.
That sounds like talking.
I'm sure nobody's stopped by here. Of the living sort.
Yeah.
Is that you guys talking? Are we hearing your voices? It's fine. Heard something further away.
Yeah, there's something way down the
like
hall.
talking.
Something that's distant, yeah.
Yeah.
Heard something further away.
Yeah, there's something way down the hall.
You feel spider webby if you walk into a manifestation. Yeah.
Well, when I sat in the chair, I just heard a little.
Yeah. Is that you whining or wheezing or? That's kind of what it sounds like.
He is the creepiest spirit that I've ever encountered.
So there were a lot of voices that we did hear. We addressed Joker specifically, and he was instant every single time in making some kind of voice or noise or scratching something on the window.
Heard voices. I mean,
it's pretty spectacular, the response that we received while there. Some of the best I've been around myself.
God, I don't know if he had documentation to help back it up, but that he was one that abused patients.
I could see
Over
that.
here. We picked him up as being along the lines of being a staff person. Why rule that out? That would sound
Fluoride?
so weird.
What did it say?
Chloride.
Chloride?
That's weird.
He's never said that.
I couldn't go down there.
Yeah, I know. He's down there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that one was clear.
That one was nice and loud.
And there was like a bang, little tap over there too.
Yeah, it's a kid's all
That was
back
close.
here.
Was that you dragging furniture last time we were here? Did you hear that?
There's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What I heard was like walking. But it wasn't, it sounded like it was a noise. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that one was clear.
The activity it started to ramp up. It went from nothing to all of a sudden quite a few things.
Sink.
Oh, what was that?
I heard that.
I didn't.
Is it ongoing? I heard it.
It was like some,
Female. What?
Yeah.
Female.
We never. Did you say sick?
Sink.
Oh, what was that?
What was that?
I heard that.
I didn't.
Is it ongoing? I heard it.
There's a lot of disembodied voices in here tonight.
The last 2 nights that we've been here, it's been this uncomfortable. It's getting back to that feeling that we used to get all the time. Like when the door slammed in our face. It's that feeling.
Why did I get the feeling my head's gonna get cut off? Anybody ever get decapitated?
If that says decapitated, well, the guy hanged himself.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, would give you that pressure.
Yeah. Well, no, it just feels like someone's gonna walk up with a big machete and chop the head off.
Well, I mean, he would have enough anger to do that. He doesn't like, he's just.
Kind of very funny. Stuck on my neck.
You all right?
Yeah, it just crawlies.
It's kind of like he backs you into an area.
He's the one with our case profiles of an intelligent dominant haunting. You know, with all the little minions that are below there. He comes up, they scatter. That's the kind of.
Yeah, see, I think we've always said that.
Yep.
Like he kind of controls.
He's the puppeteer.
What's going on?
And when he's not around is when all the others are out.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like they're not out.
Yeah.
He's starting to take over a little bit more than he has
That's not
been.
very nice, Mr. Man. Just saying.
Which I wonder if that's why he's out more now. I wonder.
Did you hear that?
Is it upstairs?
Right up there, yeah.
Let's go.
Something's on. Let's go up there. How are we on the tape? And battery?
21 minutes, battery about half.
Something was going like this right here.
It's weird up here.
Actually, it's not a Chucky, it's a...
Is it my buddy?
Oh, what was the name? My buddy.
My buddy?
That's a my buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
My buddy. My buddy.
Yeah, the thing.
Wherever
Okay.
I go,
I've seen that song before.
Well, close enough.
It stands up on its own in the hall.
Yeah, right, and
Like,
starts running.
bell moment.
His new name is Chucky.
Please satisfy her crazy fantasies.
Oh, jeez.
How you doing, buddy?
Did you see that?
No. What?
Right at like the top of the door frame to the left, it was a quick shadow.
You're okay.
You hear that?
I just heard that.
It's like whimpering.
Besides the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, did you come near me? Roses.
I can't go past this door. We've never been this blocked in here before.
What do you mean? It feels like it's not letting you go?
Like where I don't want to go farther than... Usually we can go set stuff up and be fine.
It's hard. I mean, the experiences we've had in this place, it makes it hard for us to go.
We've had a door slam in front of our face down there. And above us it was boom, boom, boom. And
There was no debunking. It's all insulated, so
Yeah.
it's not even like it's so weird. I don't
We'll trigger a
Yeah.
30-minute or 30-second.
30-second, yeah. Trail camera.
see, but when it's that low to the ground, that makes me nervous.
Huh?
When it's that low to the ground, because I always think of the little crawling thing that we see.
Yeah, we see a crawling thing.
I felt like something's crawling all over me.
And not like an animal crawling thing. It's like a human with
Well, I think it felt like bugs.
like a curved back
Oh, God.
and then a human down on all fours.
That's how I met everyone. That's sort of how the creeper came onto us. Anybody in here?
Do you hear that?
What was it?
Another like whimper or cry. Was it? Oh.
Are you the child that cried out here before? Chills.
And nobody else is hearing that?
I heard that. And I heard both.
What did you hear?
Like banging or something?
I heard
I don't know if it's coming from this floor.
Yours had reverb, that one had echo.
The heck was that?
It sounded like it said bitch.
That's what I heard.
Reach.
Reach?
It's like, reach.
Interesting.
Oh, God.
There's a beach. Maybe it's a beach instead of reach.
Just trying to say bitch.
Yeah.
It could have been. It's trying to figure out naughty words.
Shame on you.
Then it will be back. It shifts. This
Right, it's weird.
It's getting extremely uncomfortable right here.
Are you?
I don't know if it's the stairs.
I kept feeling like something was going to crawl out from the hallway and into the corner, which seems to be a common feeling that people get there.
That room.
Like, I'm just
is
expecting somebody
yeah.
to crawl. Like,
You're
out.
picking up the crawling one. Nice. We want to see a nice crawling one while we're here.
Mean.
You can show them. We've seen it enough.
Been there, done that.
Joker. Where are you? Joker.
That was a nice one. Very good.
Anxious, consistent.
Joker.
Chills.
I heard that it goes. Joker, where are you?
What was that?
I heard that. There's like a rumbling.
That's what I keep hearing, is the rumbling from the
I don't think it came from this floor.
I heard that. I heard that.
Holy crap.
That,
I heard that, yeah.
that's what I keep hearing.
Ours.
Huh?
I said ours.
Ours.
Floor's ours. The lights a little bit.
You okay, Tori?
Are you getting the creepies too?
There's no bug on you.
No, there's not.
See, I got that right there too. That same feeling on my ankle.
Well, I've been getting it all night. I mean, where's this?
Brushing up against us?
I keep calling for him since it's
Yeah, he seems to be responding to you.
Joker!
every time I yell or I say it's a
Chills.
growl.
Mommy. Is there a child up here?
I almost have that feeling like if you and I separated and left, because he loves his women. He
Yeah.
loves getting the women separate from
Yeah, I would say it seems like women kind of get.
Joker?
Yeah.
Are you getting mad?
Yes. Like going
I
crazy.
heard that bang.
Or the K2.
K2's going off.
Joker?
I think that is paranormal.
Dude, there was
I
a
heard-
bang.
that was a thud. That was a
That's coming from
vibration.
downstairs.
Was that me?
No, it was not even up here.
What's going on?
Okay, Joker, go light up that one.
Dude,
down
it's
the hall.
like coming this. Oh god.
You alright, Josh?
These bangs are getting like, it's weird. I don't know.
I'll stop calling out your name. Joker, if you want me to stop calling out your name, go light up those lights down there that are on the floor.
Lance.
I heard that. That sounded like the child. And we started to hear possible children voices. And again, this matched up with the second time we were here, where we were starting to hear what sounded like children crying out loud or making noise on the top floor.
Joker, are you holding a child back?
That's a car.
Oh, wait.
Do you hear it?
Are you holding a child back? You need to let her go.
Many.
Holding many people. Many back.
God, that just gave me the chills. You need to let them go.
I heard that.
Yeah. I keep hearing everything.
He doesn't respect female authority. And when you're doing that, and commanding him or giving him orders, that's when he's gonna try to act it.
What was that?
That was a growl.
Okay, let's be logical.
What was that?
For real.
That was.
That was like a grumpy guy going.
And Katie and I both kept feeling something on our legs. We thought it was bugs, it's an old place, spiderwebs, something. Nothing, but is that crawling feeling like a fly or something? But there's absolutely nothing there and nothing on the floor.
I wasn't scared or anything. I mean, it was just kind of like, okay, this is a good experience.
What is your problem?
That sounded like it's sitting on the couch.
Anyone want to go sit on the couch?
I do.
I got 2 minutes.
Or no, here.
Located.
What, honey?
I was like,
Did we locate you on the couch?
You what?
2 minutes of tape left.
Okay.
These are straight up moving.
Joker.
Crossover.
I'm gonna have it right here. Crossover?
Crossover.
So I sit in it, instantly had to get up. I was just, nope. You could just feel something lurking just right there. And
I was gonna say you need to do the Hugh Bowser just a little bit to see what.
Okay. Nope. There was screams over here, and I could not be in this room alone. I couldn't do it. So, got up, out of there.
Tori kind of got her first little startle there, which is kind of funny.
There shouldn't be any.
I don't know.
What was that big thud?
It was like right behind me though. So.
It got you out of there.
No. I don't even want to be by a doorway or anything.
She handled it well though. She just got out of the room.
At Ferrara, that had the shadow over my head as I was doing it. That's what I was doing.
That could really
I heard that.
I mean, I'm getting heaviness and kind of a headache, but I don't really get anything else around here.
So Eric actually did the human dowsing rods, so he uses his arms as the dowsing rods.
I started to do the human dowsing rod, and it started to kind of change the mood just a little bit. Usually my eyes are closed during this. Sometimes things will come, words, visions, names, whatever, and I'll just say it out, kind of like the obelisk, and just throw it out there. Same sense though, if things happen or you guys see things, kind of just say it out so I know. Going over towards Josh.
Wow.
What was that?
That was loud.
That was internal.
I heard a
Feel like that?
thump. No.
That?
Was that thump someone?
That big one?
Yeah.
In this room.
This chair squeaks.
I didn't think that even came from up here.
We can't recreate it when we're stopping. It just sounds like your foot hitting carpet.
That's what it sounds like.
Chills.
I feel tingly. And it tripped me out because it kept going towards me, and I'm thinking this Joker person, I'm feeling this, I'm hearing that.
That, I mean, the human dowsing rods, I mean, I'm always in awe.
The man with the mustache. You okay?
You're pointing towards me. I don't want to be next to whatever it is.
What
Heard that.
the heck was that?
What?
Heard that.
You didn't hear that?
I heard it. I don't hear
Yeah.
things.
What was it?
It was like a big, like it sounded like furniture moving or like something.
Yeah.
Was it this?
Being
Yeah,
big.
don't.
No, it wasn't around us. It was
More like
down
a-
there or
don't-
downstairs.
Yeah, it was in the distance.
Maybe that furniture's starting to start.
What? What the heck was that?
What?
Was that? You didn't hear that? I heard it. Earthen.
Chills.
Earthen.
Chills. Heavy presence.
It had me glued to my seat, I should say, and yes, I was really impressed with what we were getting.
Throughout the night, especially with the ladies, there was just some uncomfortable touches. Chills. I think there's a reference to this creeper that was going on during my human dowsing rod. I noticed there was a point where my arm was moving kind of back and forth, and it wasn't until I watched the footage afterwards, because keep in mind, my eyes were closed during this. I wasn't sure exactly where everyone was when my eyes were shut. My arms were moving in a peculiar way, especially towards Tori, and I was not actually touching her. There's still a couple inches of clearance, but it seemed to symbolize what he does. I believe the creeper might have had something to do with this. It was one of the spirits that has been nicknamed that. And Tori kept complaining every once in a while, quite often actually, felt like something brushing up against her legs. So maybe, just kind of leave you to decide. Kind of like the unwanted creepy uncle at a family reunion. It just, I don't know. I mean, if that wasn't just a bit tad creepy, then yeah.
After hugging the doll, I just had like a really nice, cool.
I thought I heard it too.
Chills.
After hugging the doll, I just had like.
I thought I heard the kid again.
Definitely more eventful down here now than it was down here.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to sample it before we turn around.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't want to go further.
See? See? That's what I got too. It was an uncomfortable presence.
This side does that a lot too.
I feel like if you go through these doors, you're going into like the unsafe area. Like you're going out of the protection.
Oh, I just like lost my breath looking into that room.
I know.
Yeah,
This
we're
room
the
right
side
here.
right here.
Yeah.
This one is the one that I was like, ugh. It grabbed me.
Like I lost my breath looking into that room.
Yeah. This
Well, I'm getting like the
we found somebody in room 209.
My stomach hurts a little. I mean, starting to get a little bit of pain, like my side. Breath feels like it's getting taken away.
Yeah.
I don't feel like going into that room.
You sure?
Yeah, someone go with me. Quick.
You try it first, and then if you have to turn around, I'll go in with her. Because he likes, if it is who I think it is, he really likes women. It's one of those things, fresh meat. That's what I hear. Fresh meat, fresh meat.
Well, there's clothes laying.
And I was like, oh, what is that?
Oh,
You alright?
The laminate.
What is it?
Oh yeah, it goes.
I just like straight up saw a person.
I saw one block out this door.
I saw him walk out the window. Oh my.
I see the curtain.
Alright, let's go. There's a noise. I hear
I
noise.
hear noises.
Supposed to run towards it, remember?
Away from it.
I'm going, Eric, I hear noises. Ooh, I don't like the feel of this room.
Definitely an ominous kind of feel this evening. Let's listen to that.
Yeah, I could hear that. See, I hate that.
You move and then they...
Yeah, right. It's like, really?
Helen Keller, the story of
Well, when
my
I was
life.
doing the things with my arms, the way they're... What I got was that, of course, it makes sense. Traveling through walls.
All sorts of different.
Travel.
That's awesome.
Get it?
Yeah.
It's kind of hanging there. K2's just
Oh,
pulsating.
yeah, we both are.
We had that here too. It's really common at Ferrara though for some reason. We even had tri-field needles.
Well, see, that's
Overall, it was a good visit, a good investigation. It's kind of very impromptu investigation. We were not planning to be here this night.
The general experience I would recommend to everybody. I think if you're wanting to get that paranormal feel, that's the place to go.
All right, well, thank you guys
You're
for
welcome.
this kind of quick hit tour.
Absolutely.
You guys hopefully enjoyed it. I know you guys had some activity, field experience.
I'm just hanging out over there.
Meet again soon, hopefully.
Absolutely.
And I didn't steal your doll, so.
You might be
big doll, so
Yeah, so you don't want to take the doll.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We got this out of pure chance, and only being there a few hours, a lot happened. So if you have the chance, definitely go.
I mean, I trust more us than watching a show that's trying to get ratings.
And Edinburgh is really rich in activity. There's still secrets to be discovered.
I'm actually really excited to go back. I'm excited to have our first session in the basement because that was one of the main areas that really kind of concerned me the last time I was there. So I'm hopefully going to face one of my roadblocks.
I don't know if we'll get to go in the attic. I am interested in the attic. I'm also interested in the basement because I always wonder when we say that there's a little kid, is it really a little kid? I'm always curious.
We went on a trip back to Edinburgh Manor, and this was a public event that we were invited to from the crew of SIGS, Central Iowa Ghost Society. He's an investigator with SIGS, and he invited us in there. This is more or less we're treating it as a public event. There's going to be some guests and stuff there, so represent and teach and educate. And I know it's Rafi's first time being there ever, so he's really excited about it.
It's a forum. We make documentaries, movies, put into DVDs.
So give them my story. What happened?
Win to win, what was yours?
Plus, after when I did investigations with other
Okay. We're gonna need to keep moving.
Like Dave said, I'd like to thank you for coming out tonight. We'd just like to kind of go over, let you all know that please be careful with our equipment. It's very expensive. We'd like to ask you to be respectful to others, to the spirits. Please don't provocate, because the last thing you want to do is to piss off a spirit.
Just act like you're your own paranormal team. And this is your first time here. Anybody here this first time that you've ever investigated? Wow.
I'm not the only one. I'm the only one.
So, love it.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it. This is what the SIGS crew and a couple other teams have done is we hold these events for you guys to get that opportunity to investigate amazing places, amazing locations, and get to see what we do behind the scenes and some other stuff. You know, we had our setup tonight. We didn't want anybody inside while we did that, so I appreciate it. While you're investigating, because if something happens to an individual, if you're feeling dizzy, sick, get with your team leader and never walk alone anywhere inside the building by yourself during the investigations. You stay with your groups. Get with your team leader and step outside. I'll be out by the fire, kind of talking to the teams after the investigations, rolling through and seeing how things went. Yeah.
Can you introduce the team leaders?
Yeah. Okay, if you're team leaders, if you got your own group, stand here in the middle.
We don't do public events in an investigation style very often. It's nice to sometimes do it because you network and you can teach and educate, and it's good in that aspect. But for a serious investigation, it's harder. It's more complex.
You guys want to introduce yourselves? Raise your hand, but say your name real quick.
Hi, my name's Carl. I've been with you guys almost 3 years now. I love what I'm doing here, and I hope we all have a great night.
I'm Terry. I've been here about 3 years as well. Same thing.
I'm Jackie. I've been here about 2 years.
I'm Josh. Been here pretty much less than a year.
I'm Eric with Paranormal Endeavors. Our group has started in 2010.
My name is Ashley. I have been with the team. I'm one of the co-founders, so I've been with the team since it first started.
With not only the fans and friends that have come tonight, but just the fellowship, to have this opportunity tonight to investigate Edinburgh Manor. And I just pray for everyone's safety tonight, that if anything in your will and your way only, that all the communication is because of you. Just guide everyone tonight in their safety on their way home tomorrow morning. Bless with the food. Thanks for the opportunity for fellowship. And I pray everything in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. So thanks for inviting us over.
Glad to meet you again.
It'd be nice working with you at Edinburgh, and I think it's been since Randleman since I've worked with you on anything.
Yeah. Well,
Been a while.
we had the last time we went was the funeral and whatnot with Jackie. But other than that,
Yeah.
it's.
I worked with their leader, David Milby, before in the past, and you might have recognized him from a couple chapters back when we were at the Randleman house.
I'm really looking forward to it, and I just appreciate that Paranormal Endeavors, that you can make a call and they'll come and help you out, whether it's an emergency, whether if it's for friendship, but it's just an awesome opportunity to work with friends in the field, and that's just awesome. We learn a lot from each other, and tonight's going to be a really amazing night with Edinburgh, and we got a lot of big turnout tonight. You've seen that. There's a lot of people tonight for the first timers, so we have a lot of skill in the field that's here tonight, and hopefully they can have some fun and learn from us.
I just hope there's not a repeat of Randleman. I have my bag of tricks. I'm ready. I am. But
we do have a few people that are there if we need to. I've already talked to them and spoke with them as well with you. So I honestly don't think that tonight. I think tonight's going to be an awesome night. Just a fun experience. We're going to see some tricks and stuff with our some of our equipment.
Yeah, I'm going back into Edinburgh Manor again. It should be fun and interesting. I worked here for about a year and a half and seen and heard many things. One time downstairs in the basement with a crew, we're using the spirit box, and someone asked, do you recognize anybody in the building? And it took a little bit, and all of a sudden you hear my name. It says Joe. And I was like, say what? They said my name, and they're like, yep.
Make a quick shout out to Phantom Light. We appreciate everything they've done for us with all the new equipment, and teaming up with another friend of ours, egraphtech.com, out of Kansas City, with some audio stuff. So we want to thank them. But most importantly tonight, it's for these guys, the ones behind the scenes, and that are never been in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. We enjoy what we do, and there's a lot of spirits here that want to communicate.
It takes a little bit, and all of a sudden you hear it say behind, and I was like behind me, and then it takes a little bit, and it says yes, and I'm like, oh boy. So I do the slow, kind of creeper look, and there was nothing there, but yeah. And then shortly after, it starts playing this old waltzy music, the da-na-na, you hear it, and we're just like, where is that coming from?
I took her over to.
Yeah.
So they might be waiting to say hi to you.
Yeah, something in there might be waiting to say hi to me, yes. So it'll be interesting to see what we get.
All right, we'll see you throughout the night.
You bet. No problem. You guys have fun.
Thank you.
All right.
Do you have memories down here? Did you ever come down?
Yeah. One night I was doing laundry over here, and I was, switching from washer to dryer and so on and so forth, and putting the dry into a basket. These metal doors over here slammed, and it scared me because, okay, apparently you want my attention. Started over here to do folding of the laundry, and it slammed one more time. I'm like, okay, it's apparently got something to tell me, but I don't know what. And I open them back up, continue to do my folding here on the table, And at that time, I seen something come up probably right about here, and I seen it from that table, and all of a sudden, when it seen me, it just boom, went right back down the hall. I instantly went chasing after it, but I couldn't find it.
Was it tall?
No, it wasn't that tall, really. I would say maybe 5'6" to 5'8".
We were downstairs in the basement for our first section, and basically we have all of us that were part of Endeavors, plus Joe, who used to work there, and it's kind of a nice asset to have because there might be some energies there that might recognize him as being former staff.
It's way too many people for him.
Careful leaning against the wall. The chair. Yeah, those chairs are heavy, aren't they?
I'm putting my stand out if anyone wants to play with it.
For audio, just a few seconds back, listen for an hour on the screen. Alright, well, kind of introduced. I know you may know me. I've been here 3 times. My name's Eric. This is Kelly over here. Jackie's in the middle. Mary's sitting down here. Carrie's somewhere over there. And Rafi is right there. And Joe's right here. You might know him too. There's a man down this line.
I'm a grandma and I love children. There was a creek around. If there are any children in here, don't be afraid.
There's a man down this line.
I'm a grandma and I love children.
We did come across this individual that we ran across when Katie and Josh took us to investigate, kind of did a quick visit there a couple months prior. Is that you making noises down at the other end of this hall? Could you do it again, please?
Pressure just changed in here.
Yeah, I felt a cool breeze. This one doesn't give me the warm fuzzies.
There's a car driving by.
I'm backing out someone's here for a second. Is there anyone hiding out down here that doesn't want to be caught? We won't turn you in. Just let us know that
Is
you're
that
in
you
here.
inching your way closer? More like morphing. This one's... He's not walking like a normal man.
He's like pulsing closer to us. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
Creeper type energy that was there. The way that he moved was much more of a, like kind of a spider crawl on the floor kind of thing.
We're coming up behind you guys.
Time to test your sensitivities.
And how do you...
I'll let you stand where I am. Just look down the hallway. This is Joe. He was a staff member here. He used to... Ooh, K2. He used to work here.
Light that up, that device up, if you want me to walk away, because you're afraid of me, because I used to be a staff member.
You too?
I think it likes that we're splitting up, guys. Just letting you know.
I know.
I have my guard up with this one. That's why I'm not wanting you to go too far. I really told my people to really just keep an eye out, keep their guard up, stay grounded, and not go alone with this individual that was there, because this spirit was just very, menacing.
When Eric mentioned something about wanting us to separate, we started getting some pretty good kitty hits.
Is that upstairs? Yeah.
I don't know, I couldn't tell. It sounded like it was coming from behind you.
Yeah.
But I heard it too.
And then back here's where they quote unquote say it was the padded room. Yeah, but don't like it back here. Yeah, because this was, that door right there that we just came through was always locked. Only the maintenance people could get back here.
Okay, but it is the only room with that on
Right, it's got a cage there.
That's where the padded was.
Right, but if you had a padded room,
Why have a window?
Would you have a window? You know, and there's tile and, you know, I mean.
Well, I don't know why they'd have a window, but they had grate over it, looks like.
They did have
Right,
grate over
yeah, they
it,
did
window.
have grate over that, yeah.
That is the second time I've heard that.
Right over here.
Uh-huh.
Or if you're down here,
I'm
just
thinking
hide
possible,
and get
yeah.
talking to this machine and give orders.
What was that?
Where is Mary and them?
Audio. Sounded like a whine or a cry. Did you hear it? Okay.
I did hear it. Are they okay?
Where did it?
They did not hear anything that was not them, Kelly.
I heard it very
Sounded like
clearly.
a female. I heard it clear as day.
Okay, Eric just asked me if we could go to the boiler room. I go, that's right by the laundry, right? And he said, why? I go, because I think the obelisk wants to go to the laundry room. It said, how common, spot-free cleaning. Then it says program pass. Our last program pass is actually what it said.
Really?
Yeah. And we were just talking about the boiler room, which is in that general area, which I think we're going to next.
I just gotta chill, my eyes are watering.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Do you want to video him?
My problem is that with the mask, I keep fogging up my glasses.
That's what
We never got along.
Here, look at that ceiling. That's what I don't know about those.
You have other jobs besides working here in the boiler room?
That one was interesting.
That was not my tummy.
That was deeper.
That one was interesting.
And that was not my tummy.
Deeper.
Is there a man here? Is there a man here? When we were down in the area that's considered, I guess, kind of like the boiler room, we came across, it sounded like a chair was rocking.
What was that?
What was that?
Somebody could have dropped some upstairs.
It sounded on the floor down here, though.
It sounded like the chair beside
That was moving.
Yeah,
Of course, we were on it like cat on catnip. Put your K2 there.
like there.
Did one of you guys bump it? That's exactly what that
I did
was.
not bump it, I can tell you.
Joe, did you bump it?
That's what
No.
I was
I had my one hand behind her, that's it.
Rafi, were you
wondering if
videoing
you
in that
bumped
direction
it.
when that happened? And of course, we evaluated the footage from camera 2, which was Raphael. He had it, and he caught it. It was Joe's hand. It did appear to bump the chair.
What was that? Somebody could have dropped some upstairs.
It sounded like the chair beside us.
It sounded like the chair beside
Beside
us.
us was moving.
Yeah.
Put your K2 there. Human element and not a paranormal one.
If you want happiness, you need to find what you do well. And I don't believe anyone here doesn't do something well.
What was that?
Yeah, did somebody hear that?
It was a female.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a sound.
I just heard it again. Whatever.
Are they out there asking? Hey, Kelly?
Kelly, are you here?
Don't know if you do that or not, but that's nice.
Her audio a few seconds ago, possible female voice. Interesting. Are we starting to get furniture dragging noises?
Yeah.
Very good. If so, we like that. Continue. Noise. Is that you? I heard a noise.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm probably angry. It bothers me that people are put in these places. I worry that their families don't visit them. I worry about what kind of treatment they got. And I think it's unfair. It's hard to go through a disability.
I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you're crazy. Disability.
No, I'm not crazy.
Is that what they said you were?
Yes, like that. So crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that.
I'm sorry.
We don't think you're crazy.
I don't think you are, and I don't think you're not. I'm sorry I don't know you. I'm just sorry that you felt left here and misdiagnosed and people didn't listen to you.
Do you have any pain right now?
If that was you guys, can you do it again? What the hell is that?
I don't know, because they're not in the hallway, right?
Okay, do it again.
What is that? It sounds like it's coming from in front of us, like straight up.
I'm pretty cool. I'm good. I don't
Yeah.
need to go down there in the dark.
End of recording.
All right.
See, and I've got anxiety in this room. And that's what I was telling her. She asked me, and my feeling is,
Get out.
I can get out that door. If I get out that door, I'm free. Get me out that door, you know?
I just have the feeling that it's here. Whatever it is.
Do you have dizzy rides of your own? No.
Stainless steel, but I'm not sure if stainless steel will work or not.
They can. Some argue that it's more conductive than copper.
Oh, really? So I shouldn't have Mickey Mouse stainless steel for me then.
So you're taking off.
Great.
Thanks for the
No
information
problem.
you gave us. And
No problem.
glad to have you around. And
Glad to help and be able to stick around for an investigation quick and see anything else that might happen.
It definitely adds that extra something to do an investigation when someone comes back and say, well, this used to be this, or this was this. So
Or trigger outage.
That's been,
Yeah, right.
our very own life trigger outage.
So yeah, it's been good, guys. Thanks for having me
Well,
and
thank you
hanging
so
out with me and
much.
all that other good jazz.
And it's
So-
great that for what you've experienced here, you're able to come back. There's so many places that have people who've been there and work there, and they won't set foot back in the building.
Right. My personal opinion, I feel like the place has gotten a little out of hand and slightly darker since I worked here.
Yeah.
Because when I worked here, I never felt harmed. I never felt scared of anything. It was just kind of weird. Now coming back in here and doing a little investigating, there's things in here I just don't think I want to come in contact with.
That has to do with the opening it up to the
I was
public.
gonna say, unfortunately, you see that happen when you start getting all sorts of people
Anybody,
investigating a place, and especially teams that,
Bring
or
Ouija
groups of
boards.
people that don't understand.
And I think people do sneak in, like you said, the Ouija boards or something like that, and they've opened up something they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And so.
Way too many times. It's a trend.
Right. So, but.
I'm sure there's the provoking.
Yeah. And I've done my fair share of provoking when I worked here, but nothing extreme.
I usually don't find dolls creepy, but you are a little bit.
I think there's one that is broken.
Doll?
Let me see. No. It's the hair.
Stairs I do.
Yeah.
Quarter in this hand, it's like somebody uses a sample, like just like that.
I saw it happen.
Quarter
Yeah,
flew.
it flew. It flew 2 feet in front of them.
My elbow is really sore in the back.
You should check some of red.
Do you have any red spots or
No,
anything, bruises
nothing.
or any marks?
She got a couple good snapshots of like looked like somebody dumped into the hallway.
I got somebody at the end of the hallway, the full body.
After the recorder fell out of your hand, what did you guys do at that point? Obviously, you three came out first. What happened after they left? What kind of questions did you guys ask afterwards?
I didn't ask any questions except I was going to start doing some bitching. I decided not to. I thought he wanted me out of there, so I left.
And then we were walking out, and there's a room right beside the stairs. And when I passed the camera light past it, I saw something crawl across the floor.
What about you, Kristen?
I mean, I was actually staring right at her when she was talking about being touched, and then all of a sudden it just got immediately cold right in the center.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good job.
Edinburgh Manor, it definitely came through again. It seems to never let us down. There's always some kind of activity, and we heard voices out loud again too. Keep in mind, yes, it was a public event and every floor had people, but we really didn't hear the other people, and we tried to keep it down as well to where they didn't hear us, because this place is so big that you can talk in a normal voice and you won't hear it. Alright, as we end this chapter, there's an ending to more than one. Casey and I, for this past summer, kind of went our separate ways. We split up, and she was a part of the team. And as a leader, I find it important to keep personal relationships and professional ones separate as best as possible. We actually have a code of conduct, conflict of interest, precautions and things of that nature for couples that join the team and things like that. We had 3 months or so since we split up go by, and it's just decided, instead of rushing into a decision in the heat of the moment, we had a cooling off period, and we circled back around to it. This one's probably got to be one of the hardest exit interviews I've had to do. I know both of us, this has been kind of a transition of sorts, and I know that started a new endeavor of your own, and I think, and as you know, we've been broken up since July, so it's been over 3 months or so, and we needed that. I wanted that time to kind of help mutually figure it out without having a clouded judgment of I want her gone, or you likewise if you hated my guts. So I think it's probably been mutually agreed upon that we can go beyond just the separation of us in a relationship, but separation from the team. So Casey will no longer be part of Paranormal Endeavors. She's stepping down from a position as evidence analyst and field researcher, the healing and all that stuff to go on. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay and you like the people on my team, and everything happens for a reason, and our paths crossed at a particular time, I believe, when they were supposed to.
Yeah, I gotta say I did enjoy my stay while it lasted, and of course I enjoyed every time I lasted.
Hopefully it was a good growing experience, and kind of seeing that world of stuff and helping people out with paranormal problems and stuff. It might be kind of fogged over for the reasoning for why it had to happen this way, but I just know it happened for a reason, which it did. It couldn't have happened any other way. I can't say I regret having you on the team. You helped. You actually gave me pointers on organizing the team roster forms and kind of playing the role of secretary unofficially, so that was good. And then evidence analyst later on for the last half of your term. That helped as well, of course. Rafi and I appreciated it. And I think I know some people on the team will miss you.
Yeah, I know, I'll miss a lot of them.
And wish you the best. Whatever endeavor path that you go on from here on out is the right one, and you won't know until it plays itself out. And that's all I can really say about it, but you got something for me?
Yep, I got my shirt.
Alright. Official symbolic symbol that you're retired. Alright, well, I'll let you leave unless you have any final thoughts or wishes or anything for endeavors, not just me, but for the team.
Well, I always wish you guys luck on your endeavors and stay safe, of course.
It's been a good 2.5 years. As you know, I wish that things had turned out differently, but everything happens for a reason, and I think that we're on that next chapter in both of our lives. And for friends or not, after this, you know, I hope that the last 3 years wasn't a complete waste. No? So we wish Casey the best, and hopefully her life endeavors will take her to where she needs to be.